It sounded like it was a flashbang just now. So this is still an active situation. Drove into the brick wall of this building. How you could be affected by morning traffic on your commute to work. When I arrived on scene, there was a little bit of smoke, and you could see from the ladder they have up there, they were still pouring down water. Patty Grace and her son Mark, who phoned us from Las Vegas. In the honors seminar course, Hemingway's World, MSCB writing students will learn unique insight on the famous American novelist Ernest Hemingway. This hatch device could literally be a lifesaver for any amount of chickens. Bathroom stall locks and lavatory flush buttons are two of the dirtiest places on an airplane. That was the inflatable T-Rex, which is all the rage on YouTube, and it looks like it's walking by me again. A lot going on here at Party America. We're going to give you a view at some of the new rides. Ken and Andrea, I'm going for a ride, so see ya. I'm David Kaplan in Billings. Wake up, Mon. Get a mug and a hug. Ken and Andrea, back to you.
David's doing the hugs.
I love that.
Can you tell us what firefighters' plan for today is? We'll show you how to make a Waco, Montana dog and a Montana dog coming up. We are back here at the command post in Sand Springs. As you can see, we've got lightning. I just saw that, so we've been having lightning throughout the morning. Numerous amounts of students holding the signs, protesting. Students have told me they're skipping school. You can see the smashed part of this truck that was hit by rocks right there. Becky, I was on scene at 8 a.m. and watched as police turned people away. But as the situation escalated, people continued to gather and watch.
But I trust them. Uh-oh. Gunshots.
We heard those gunshots when interviewing witness Kelly LeSueur. He says big thumbs up to law enforcement and all the emergency workers that were on the active scene for hours.
I think the police are doing a hell of a job. You know, they come out here every day and they never know what they're going to run into. They're running back and forth, hiding and whatnot. But yeah, I feel safe. I feel safe. I have all the confidence in the world of our police.
Nearby shoppers say they saw all the police cars at Big Bear and then tried to shop at nearby businesses, but they were closed.
We were trying to go to Payless for the boys to get some boots, and the worker came out and said she was on the phone with her district manager and said that there was an active shooter at Big Bear and that the store was closed until he was caught.
Courtney McDonald says it was a shock to see this active situation because she's never witnessed a shooting before. But at the same time, she says it's a sign of the times.
There's so much going on around the world and the country that it's not really a surprise.
At the end of the day, shoppers say they can't thank all the police emergency crews enough.
They're heroes.
Now, people in the Home Depot parking lot, which you can see behind me, tell me they were shocked to arrive here trying to just do their regular shopping and see the scene and hear the gunshots. But people tell me they're relieved no officers or people on scene were harmed. No matter what side you look, devastation looms over the old Sweetgrass County High School, and asbestos is complicating the future of this plot of land. This was the scene of the old Sweetgrass County High School in a fire investigators called human caused. After decades of use, students and teachers moved to a newer school back in 1981. Mimi Kramer, class of 64, would not go on camera but tells me, "I think many of us had a great experience. It was depressing to drive by and see the feral cats and pigeons." Jamie Moody, committee member of the old Sweetgrass County SGHS project, says the Department of Environmental Quality is requiring asbestos testing be done before the building is demolished.
Right now we're currently trying to do some testing to decide whether the fire that occurred in October of 2017 changed the nature of the asbestos in the building. If the whole building is considered asbestos-containing material, it probably has increased the cost of this project exponentially.
She says that cost would come from truckload after truckload of waste throughout the building being sent to the nearest hazardous dump site in Billings. To learn how you can help the old high school SGHS cause, you can go to the Wake Up Montana Facebook page. Moody says hopefully the testing on the asbestos will finish in the next couple of weeks, but there's no timetable on when the rest of the demolition will take place. 65 is a common age to retire, but McLeod rancher John Hoyland is still taking care of his cows at 90. Deep in the back roads of Montana, past the Boulder River in McLeod, you'll hear cows eating their breakfast. You'll hear the wind and an accordion? A normal winter day in the life of John Hoyland. You see, John has been working on his family's ranch all of his 90 years.
You have to go out and take and see that they got something to eat and that the water's okay for them. You've got 4 seasons. If you miss one of them, you're out.
John's father started ranching on this land in 1919.
He was working at it, and then I'm still here.
Cynthia Huber is a film student at MSU Bozeman. She met John and instantly wanted to make a documentary about how his kind is dying.
My goal with this film is to bring it to Montanans and other people in this country to see this demise and the end of this era for this generation of ranchers.
Cynthia says she was impressed when she began filming John and realized he still drives his truck and gets off and on his tractor 40 times a day in 14-hour summer work days.
John gets up every day and does what he needs to do.
But
he doesn't think about that he one day won't be here. With some help with the neighbors, we're making sure that this land is preserved the way John would like it to be preserved.
With John having no children, Cynthia says they're working on making sure the land will be operated by someone who will keep it running for livestock. After making a short film, Cynthia is raising funds to make an hour-plus documentary of John to spread the word.
Puts her tail flagging a little bit. She's going to have a calf.
To find out how you can help Cynthia's documentary, Where Home Has Always Been, you can go to the Wake Up Montana Facebook page. I'm David Kaplan in McLeod. Wake Up Montana.